Today's story is mentioned in Surah Al-Buruj. So we're talking about now in an area called Najran, and I'm going to give you the brief. There's two versions of stories. The first version I'm going to mention now, but I am not going to that version where they're saying basically there's in this city called Najran that exists up to now in Saudi Arabia, in the border of Yemen. Yeah, exists up to now, that city. Yeah, the people there believed in Christianity. Allah opened their hearts and they believed in the teaching of Isa, the original teaching of Isa, which is Allah is the only one and who's worthy to worship. Later on, it's changed. Now people say Jesus is Son of God and the Holy Spirit and all this. That's changing. But the pure religion that Isa alayhi salam brought was worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. So in Najran, at that particular time, the people there worshipped, and started to follow the Christianity religion. That's the story. That's it. However, in Sana'a, in Yemen, the king, the Nawas, or the king down there, was a king that followed Judaism. And he wasn't happy that the people of Najran followed this religion. So he came there and he asked them not to follow the Christianity, however, follow the Judaism, which is obviously when Allah revealed a new book, the old one, that's it, it's finished. You're not following the old one. So he was not happy and he then murdered and killed the people. That's the story that people talk about. But the story that I would like to narrate, which is a different version of the story, which is quite similar. They said there's a king called Dhu Nawas, and he is the king who ruled Najran and that area. And the people there was misguided because he forced them not to follow any other faith except his own faith, which was, worshipping him himself. He said to the people that he is God, and he forced people to follow him and worship him. He used a magic, and also his soldiers to put fear among people and make people scared and terrified. Is that clear? He used magic and he used what? And fear, because he's got his army units and people who's following him, and then anyone that does not listen, he's getting tortured. Then the Christianity appeared in that town and people began to believe in Christianity. So what did he do? When the Nawas was young, he killed anyone that followed that religion. Anyone that followed that religion. So for 20 years, he thought there was no one there who's had any other religion except his own faith, which is people to follow him and worship him. He had a minister. He had a minister who worked for him, and that minister was blind. And he has also a magician. Anyway, years gone, the man became very old now, and the magician became very old now, and everything. So the magician suggested, he said, I'm getting old, and people only follow you because they're scared of the magic. So, and since there's no other religion around there, and we destroyed anyone that's calling for Christianity, I think it's the time for me to train someone else beside me, to take and learn my magic in order to help you sustain your power. The king said, indeed, that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. So he said to himself, so the king said to the other guy, to the magician, go around the town and find young people who's talented, who can learn from you. So the magician made an announcement. And he said, anyone that comes here and brings something that's like miracle or magic or something like that, We could see a competition and this person was going to get a gift. So what happened? A lot of young people being interested because now you go into the elite, to the governments. You know, this top job. The person that's going to be trained is going to work for the government here, like for the king, for the god, as they explained. Yeah, as they thought. So what happened? The king, uh, the magician made this announcement. And then all of the young people in the town and old people, everybody came up with something, and there was a big, massive competition. Among them was a young boy who had his mother and father who entered the competition, and he is the person who won that competition that day. The king was so happy because the magician saw this young boy who's very, very, very intelligent and very smart, and he produced something that, unlike any other one, yeah, something that's amazing. He had the confidence in himself, this young person. Yeah. Now, and I want you to pay attention to this. The magician told him, "Come to me. From tomorrow, I need you to come to my palace, my place, and I'm going to teach you how to do magic. So you become the master of magic. I'll give you the ins and outs, of the magic." Yeah. The minister, the blind minister, was clapping for this boy, and everybody was so happy that they found someone who's going to take the magic, you know, knowledge further. The boy went to the king place, and there's a room where this magician was teaching him how to do the magic. And then they give him money, they're giving him clothing, they're giving him everything. So the boy and kept going to that lessons and coming back, going to that lessons and coming back. And every day he's learning new magic, new trick, new things, and he's catching up this knowledge quickly, pretty quickly. People teaching him, and the boy is learning. He was hungry for knowledge. So he gathered all this knowledge, and then one day when he was coming back from the king house or from the magician room, while he's walking down a valley and an air, and then Najran is kind of a mountain area, so he's walking, and underneath the mountain there, he heard humming. He heard humming, and as a young person, all the young people will do that. He thought, let me go. Yeah, he's brave. He said, let me go and find out what's this sound. It's unusual sounds. And he went there, then he found a kind of like a cave area where someone was sitting, an old man, and this old man was humming. The boy came to him and said, "What are you?" And the old man was shocked. "Who are you?" And the boy said, "I just was passing by and heard you. So who are you?" And then the boy said, "And what are you doing?" And the old man introduced himself. And he said, "I'm so. I'm the only person who remained alive from the Christian people who lived in Najran. And I didn't go far away. I came around here and I settled here. Allah has blinded this king. He did not see me. I'm here. You are the first person who discovered me today." And he said, "What is Christianity?" Boy didn't even hear what is Christianity, because all his town worshipping these idols and this king. Yeah. He said, "What is Christianity? What is Christianity?" And then he taught him what is Christianity. What Isa alayhi salam brought him. Worshipping Allah, the only one. Yeah, Allah is the creator of the universe. There's hellfire, there's Jannah, there is, like all the blessings that we've been given is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The power, the eyes, everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is only one to be worthy to be worshipped, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said, "What about my king?" He said, "Your king is a human being. If you king know everything and he's God as he claimed, he could have seen me. He could have discovered where I am. He could have killed me now. But look, I'm alive because Allah wanted me to alive." It made sense for the young boy. So the boy started Then the old man told him, do not tell anything about me. Don't tell anything about me to anybody, please. And the boy said, but I would like to come again and learn from you. He said, no problem. I am here, but don't tell anyone. The boy went to his house, spent time with his family. The following day he came out. Going back, he passed the old man. He spent some time with him. Then he went to the palace, there to the magician to teach him a lesson. The magician said to him, where have you been? And he said, I was delayed at home. He can't say that as for the old man because he promised him. Every day, whenever he goes home, he said, I got delayed by the magician. I got delayed by my house. But in the between, he goes and take an extra lesson, yeah, to learn from this old man. So the old man taught him something very interesting. He told him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala greatest name, which is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get asked about that greatest name, Allah responds. No one knew that greatest name, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enabled this man, old man, to teach this young boy about it. Boy knowledge increased. He's learning from the magician and he's learning from the old man. His parents are so proud of him because money and everything's coming to the house. And then one day when he was walking, the old man, the boy, came down from this town. As he was coming down, like in a valley, as I said to you, mountains in Najran, all that area is full of mountains. As he was coming down on one route, there's a big animal, like weird animal, like I don't know, whatever. It's a normal animal, but like big, massive animal blocked the people's way. And everybody's trying to do everything they can in order to move that animal. But that animal wouldn't move. The boy came here and he said, now is my best chance to find out what I was learning from the magician is the right thing, or what I'm learning from the old man is the right thing. Let me test both knowledge. I know God's greatest name, and I know the magic the magician told me. Let me put them to a test. He had some sticks, some ropes, and he threw it in front of his, and everybody knows about that. He's a celebrity. Everybody knows about the boy. He put all this magic thing to the animal, and he remained magic. He remained normal in the eyes of the animal. However, it's illusion to the human being that's around. There's people who gathered on both sides of the route. People who are gonna come this way, and people who's from the side of the boy who want to go the other way. Yeah, there's kind of like blockage, a lot of people, and everybody's witnessing that. They said, you are the boy that worked for the king. Use some of your magic, and he used his magic. Animal stayed. The animal remained the way he was. Didn't move. Again, the animal remained. Again, he tried all the best tricks. Yeah, that every single person of the human being that's watching was like, wow, they're getting shocked and scared. The animal wasn't moving. Now he said, the animal's not moving with the magic. Let me use God's greatest name. So he took a rock. And he said, in Allah, in Bismillah, in Allah's biggest name, and he threw it. And the animal, he hit the animal, and the animal died. Moved away from that, gave space to the people, and died, collapsed. And then, now, the tests, it was obvious which was working. And people around him were so shocked. But everybody attributed to his magic, not to the secret word that he knows, not the secret teachings that no one knows. Every single person in the town thinks this religion has disappeared. However, there's two people only in this town with their heart pumping with belief in God. The old man and the same boy. Now, when that happened, the news broke everywhere. The boy who saved us from the big animal, the king was so happy. The minister was so amazed. The magician, he said, my teaching is going the best. Yeah? The old man was humble, doesn't know, no knowledge about him. He's a teacher. He's a teacher that teaches in secret. He sat down there, remained there, doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, the minister that played in his head. Remember the minister was blind? He came to the boy. And he said to the boy, I heard about your magic, what you did. And I was hoping that you might do a trick or magic that you could bring my sight back. The boy said to him, the magic won't help you. The king said, what do you mean? You just did something amazing and everyone's talking about. And now you're telling me, yeah, why are you hasid? Why are you refusing for me this? Why don't you try some magic on me? And the boy said, no, it wasn't a magic. Magic doesn't do nothing. He said, what do you mean? He said, I'll tell you a secret. If you keep it, you might win. And you will win your sight as well. And you win yourself from hellfire. He said, what do you mean by hellfire? He said, if I tell you, will you keep the secret? He said, yes. He said, do you want your sight back? He said, yes. He said, I could help you with that. He said, how? He said, how? He said, you have to, number one, believe in Allah, the only one. The minister was shocked. He said, this is Christianity religion. He said, yes, indeed. That's the religion. That's the accepted religion, because Jesus just passed away. Or Jesus' time was not that long away. Yeah? Yeah? Isa alayhi salam time wasn't that long when Allah lifted him up. So you should learn on this one. If you need your sight, then that's it. If you don't want your sight, just go away. And then he said, but what can happen if he said, when you first believe in God, then after that, I ask God, the one you believe in, to give you your sight back. And then he did. He said, I believe in Allah, the only one. And I don't believe in the king. He's only a human being. The boy made a dua. Used Allah's the word that the man taught him. And immediately Allah gave his sight back. And the minister was mind-blowing. The way, do you remember Isa alayhi salam used to bring the sight back to the people? Yeah? Same thing. Allah, the same knowledge Allah gave this boy. The minister saw the boy, saw the sky, saw the earth, saw the trees, saw the people around, saw everything around him. And he was so amazed and he was so thankful. Thankful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hugged the boy and kissed the boy and he said, I promise I'm keeping my secret, this beautiful secret. I'm not going to tell anybody. But he has to go back to his work. When you act blind, or when you're blind, it's difficult than when you're acting blind and you can't see everything. He tried to act blind. He couldn't. As soon as he walked in, the king noticed that the man can't see things. He said, you got your sight back. He said, yes. He said, who gave you your sight back? And the minister said, Allah has given me my sight back. He said, do you mean I gave you your sight back? He said, no, you didn't give me your sight back, my sight back. Allah has given it to me. How long I lived around you? How long I spent with you? I was many a minister all these years. You couldn't give me. So he couldn't hold his belief in his heart. He said, how dare you say there's other God except me? Who told you there's other God except me? I shall do this to you, and I shall kill you, and I shall... Where did you get this knowledge from? Who taught you? I thought this is Christianity. I thought 20 years ago, I eradicated this religion. This religion shouldn't exist in this town. Where did you get it from? And then the minister, with all this torture and this shouting and everything, he's got afraid and he wanted to save himself. So he said, the boy. So the king was so furious and angry. He called in the boy. He said, does the knowledge of the magic reach you to the extent to that you say there's other God, which is not me? You defeated the purpose of me teaching you magic in the first place, because I wanted you to help me get the people to believe in me as God. And now you're telling me there's another God. With all the time that we spent on you, where did you get this from? Where did you get it from? And then the boy got scared for himself, and he told about the old man. The soldiers went into the same place of that valley, and they went there, and they found the old man sitting there, and they brought him to the king, and the king said, I remember you. I was young 20 years ago. You are the old man. You are one of the people that was teaching like religious people there. I remember, and I thought you were dead by now, but you still existed. And you came here to destroy my kingdom. I shall kill you or believe in me. And say to this boy to believe in me. And then the old man said, no, I shall not accept that. I shall not allow that. I shall not, you know. So the king got so angry and he told the soldiers to go and kill the old man. Which enforced, definitely, they took the old man and they killed him. They killed the old man. Now who's left as a believer in the town? 2 people left. Because the religion didn't spread. There's no Twitter, there's no anything, yeah? Nothing got spread, yeah? The king said to the minister, remember all the things I've done for you? The minister said, I don't care about them. I care about my faith that I've found. He said, if you don't believe in me, I shall destroy you and I'll kill you and I'll do this to you. The king said exactly, the minister said exactly what the magicians said to Musa, to Fir'aun, long time ago. Do whatever you like. They're only taking this life, and I shall go to my Lord, and Allah will give me a better place and better thing. What do you think? My soul is going to transform. It's going up. It's going to go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you keep this life, and you shall follow me, and you get punished. The king was so angry. He said, soldiers, take him and kill him as well. Now who's left as a believer? Only the boy. No one's left there except the boy. Now he turned his head to the boy and he said to him, listen, I invested in you. I've done everything in you. You have to denounce this religion that you claim and tell people that I am your Lord and I am everybody else's Lord. And the boy said, never. Never. He said, I'll kill you. He said, you can't even kill me. You won't be able to kill me. Why? Because I've learned words that can protect me from your evilness. He said, soldiers. Again, same dumb soldiers came running. He said, take this boy to the highest mountain in Najran, in our town, and threw him from above the mountain. Boy went with them, possibly humiliating him. They beating him. They doing everything to him. He's a boy. He's a young boy. They took him to the top of the mountain. Strong men, powerful men. No one knows about this, what's happening in this town. This is taking place in secret. So when they went above the mountain, the boy just said one word. A few words, not one word, sorry. He said, Allahumma ikfinihim bima shit. Oh Allah, protect me from them by whatever you want. Okay, I had to stop the mic, sorry guys. Allahumma ikfinihim bima shit. On top of the mountain, Allah sent wind. The wind was so strong that the strong men couldn't even sustain it. And can you close the door, please, for this? They couldn't hold themselves. And all these soldiers were thrown off the cliff of that mountain from how strong the wind is. Imagine, like, gusts so strong. They couldn't. Wind didn't touch the boy when around him. Because that wind didn't come for the boy. The one who created the wind sent the wind against his own enemy, these people, and they all died. Blown away by the wind. Boy is saved. Alhamdulillah. Now his chance to run away, isn't it? But his mission is not accomplished yet. His mission is bigger than himself. He wants to teach the people of Najran that there is another Lord, which is not this human being. Allah is the creator. Allah is using this boy to become a messenger. So the boy walked, came down the mountain, didn't go to his house, didn't run away from the town. He went directly to the palace. The soldiers were so surprised. Where are the soldiers, our colleagues that took you? How are you back here? He said, let me go and talk to the king. They took him to the king. Your honor, our God. They think, yeah? The boy is back. He said, where are my soldiers? He said, Allah has protected me from them. You can't say me again, because his deed is not him. He said, your Lord, I did that for you. He said, yes. And still you cannot kill me. Look at the challenge. You can't kill me. Soldiers, he cried again. Come here. The other soldiers, take him on the boat in the sea and then threw him in the middle of the sea. Look at this guy's ideas. The soldiers took him. From Najran to the seaside, it's like maybe hundreds of something kilometers, like quite long walk, you know, quite long walk. It might take them a day or 2 days at least to get there. Got there, they took the boy in the boat. They took the boat in the middle of the sea. Yeah, not far away from Somalia or Djibouti. Yeah, because Najran is closer to that place. Yeah, or Eritrea. In the middle of the sea, the Red Sea, they said, we're going to throw him now. And the boy said again, the same word that he said before. Allahumma ikfinihim bima shi't. Oh Allah, protect me from them by whatever you want. Big, massive wind came again. Wind goes on top of the mountain. Wind comes in the sea, open spaces. Yeah? And again, shattered them. The boat didn't tip over. The boy didn't tip over. The soldiers are all in the sea. The boy took his boat, sailed back to Najran, to the court, who walked all the way to Najran. He went all the way the following 2-3 days. The king now, he thinks he's sitting like that, he's relaxed, thinking like, things is mission accomplished. My soldiers have gone, they've getting rid of this one. No one in town know about this king, this boy, or his new religion. No one in town will ever discover this. Yeah, the only thing he's counting his loss is who's going to learn from the magician again. While he's having that thought in his head, the boy walks in. The boy came in. The king was so shocked. What on earth is happening here? Where are my soldiers? He said, Allah has protected me from them again. The king was like, what? The boy said to him, do you want to kill me? I'll give you an idea, because whatever you try, it's not gonna happen that you want to. He said, do you wanna kill me? He said, yes, I would like to kill you and get rid of you. He said, how? How can I kill you? The boy said, simply, call on all the people of Najran to come to the town on a specific day. Yeah? He's bringing them the way Musa got to Pharaoh to bring people, the magicians and everybody in town to Pharaoh. Yeah? Yeah? The same idea he's using. He said, bring everybody from the whole town, let them come. When they all came, everybody, he said, that time, I'll give you an arrow. The boy said, I'll give you one arrow. Take that arrow and throw it at me and aim at me. And then you might kill me. But the king said, okay, I'll do that. He gathered everybody. Over 20,000 people came. They stopped their work. It's like people standing on this side and people standing on this side, and there's a high rank place where the king made, and the king and the boy standing, imagine, in front of each other. And the boy said to the king, if you want to kill me now, but on one condition. The king said, what is it? We didn't agree on any condition. He said, when you threw the arrow at me, say, Bismillah, in the name of the Lord of the boy, and then throw it at me. The king said, but that will get people to believe in you, If I say in the name of Bismillah, it's like I'm saying in the name of another God. So who am I then? People listening to that. He said, all right, okay, I'll do it. Just go there. So he took there. And he took the arrow, he aimed at him, and he said, in the name of the Lord of the boy. And he said it in a loud, like whispering sound, that no one else can hear him. This king is smart. He can't disown himself. It's difficult. And the boy wants him to disown himself. So he said that. And he threw it. And he missed. He did it again. And he missed. The boy said to him, come. Do you want to do it and kill me? Only way that you're going to do it and you're going to kill me, if you shout it out in a clear voice that everyone can hear. It's a day that was not even windy, warm, and people can hear very clearly. So he did it again. Whispered and missed. Whispered and missed. And the boy said to him, listen, you have to say it loud. Now he got angry, the king. And he said, in the name of the Lord of the boy. And he threw it at him and hit his heart. And then the boy died. The minute or the second people saw that, all of them said, La ilaha illallah. We believe in the Lord of the boy. 20,000 believers. One sacrificed himself, 20,000 appeared. One sacrificed himself for the many, for the masses. He gave them the knowledge that they all wanted. He took them out from darkness to light by sacrificing his own life. He sacrificed his own life. The boy died, 20,000 became believers. The king got absolutely angry. And he sent his soldiers to gather all the people. And he kept telling them, I am your Lord. You follow me. And no one was listening to him. No one would listen to him. So he said to his soldiers, dig a ditch, al-ukhdud, ashab al-ukhdud. Yeah? An-nari alayha qu'ud. You know that? Yeah? They dug a big, massive ditch on the ground. Yeah? And they put fire in it. Rocks, anything that burns, wood, and everything, and got it to burn and 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 burn. And then they brought the people and they said to them, either you believe in the king, either we burn you alive. Either we believe in the king, either we burn you alive. And they were refusing to believe in the king. And they say, we would like to die, yeah, and not leave the religion that Allah has given us. We disown the life. Why, is the boy better than us? What's this fire you're going to burn us with? We're going to die now and then Allah will give us the Jannah in Akhirah. Who are you? What do you think? Only the one who punishes with fire is the creator of the fire. And may Allah punish you in hellfire. So you start throwing people, pushing people in fire. pushing people in fire. In fact, some of them were running into the fire. Don't even tell us, man. We will go. We don't want this life. Oppressing life. We go to it. You're going to throw us, you're going to throw us. We'll jump. This one woman had a child, a baby child, and she was so scared. She did not scare for herself. She was mother. She was scared for the baby. And what happened? The baby himself, they said this is the second baby that spoke in childhood. This baby said to her mom, don't be worried. Don't worry, mom. Jump in the water, in the fire. And they all jumped in the fire. They didn't feel anything. We think that they felt. But the minute that you're dead, what's going to happen? You're dead. Your soul goes out, goes to Jannah. Yeah? Jannah al-Firdaus. So when they went to that place, to that grave, all of them, like the whole, I think 20,000 people were thrown or jumped by themselves in that ditch of fire. That's why the ayah says, قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ النَّارِ ذَاتِ الْوَقُودِ إِذْ هُمْ عَلَيْهَا قُعُودٌ. They're sitting on the fire. They're making the fire. وَهُمْ عَلَى مَا يَفْعَلُونَ. And they know what they've done to the believers. وَهُمْ عَلَى مَا يَفْعَلُونَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ شُهُودٌ وَمَا نَقَمُوا مِنْهُمْ. And they only hated the believers for one reason. إِلَّا أَن يُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَمِيدِ. Because they believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now guess what? People leave their religion because of an idea. They leave their religion because they want to marry someone. Yeah, either male or female or whatever. Like a woman who want to marry a non-Muslim man, she will leave the religion to go and marry him. Yeah, a man who want to marry a non-Muslim woman, sometimes I leave the whole religion for her. People leave their job, the religion for a job. People leave their religion for silly thing. People leave their religion for an idea. Yeah, people leave their religion because they read a book who made them doubt their own faith. But look at these people. When they saw the haqq, they took it straight away. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those who hold on to their haqq and see the light and they see the right thing and do the right thing. Ameen. صلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. This is the end of the story. It was a beautiful story that we loved and I liked so much.